Hi everybody, I am back today with a Traveler's Notebook process for Wild Whisper. I'm going to be using this collection, Ledger and Script from Nicole. I'm going to use the stamp set that goes with the kit, and then I have two of the papers selected, and I'm going to do some die cutting as well, so lots of fun. So I absolutely adore the papers in this Ledger and Script paper pack. And I'm going to be using them on, I'm going to be using more of this collection on some 12 by 12 pages. But I really loved this bubbly pattern, but I wanted to use it in my Phipps Conservatory mini book that I am creating. This was the Summer Flower Show. So I'm going to go ahead and trim this paper down. I'm just going to use my scissors and kind of get myself a little bit of a guide going because I made this album. So while I did kind of create it initially to be like 4 by 8, it ended up being a touch, off because it is handmade. So I'm just going to go ahead. I'm going to cut the paper down and I'm going to use my trimmer so that I know it's going to work and be the right height and the right width. I do want this piece, so I was very judicious about how I cut this paper. I wanted those bubbles and those colors to be at a certain spot on my spread. So next up, I know that I want to cut my one of my photos into a circle. So I'm just going to kind of decide. I have two pictures here. One of them I'm going to cut into a circle with my circle dies, and then I want to make sure that I also have the next size up so that I can go ahead and cut a mat out of that purple paper as well. Once I had die cut my photo and the mat to go behind it, I'm also going to go ahead and mat this photo in the same purple paper. Because this is a book that I bound and made myself, I am totally cool with things like poking out of it. You can also see that the page I'm working in, one side is 3 by 8 instead of the 4 by 8, which is absolutely perfect. I love my mini cinch and making these mini books. They're so much fun. Okay, next up, I'm going to go ahead and cut a couple more circles to add a little bit of embellishment and also just to kind of reinforce the circles that are in that pattern paper I used as my base. Next, I'm going to grab this beautiful Royal Treatment ink from Catherine Polar. It is the exact shade of purple to match my purple paper. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to just take my time here and repeat stamp the word documented just all across that bottom area where below my photo and below the mixed media that is on my pattern paper. Just to add a little bit of typography, I'm going to just repeat stamp that in that entire corner right there. And I love how that looked. It turned out really, really well. Because this paper is slick from Wild Whisper, just give it a couple minutes to dry or a couple seconds to dry. Like it's not going to dry as fast as if you were using like a very porous paper. So now we're going to die cut. We are definitely going to put a title. I'm going to use this 3 by 8 page as the place for my title. I'm going to do a vertical title vertical title. So this die cut set from Catherine Polar, I kind of rediscovered it out of my stash. And what that means for you guys is that you're actually going to see me use it 3 or 4 times in some upcoming videos because I left it on my desk and I just loved it, and I just decided I would make titles using the word beautiful for a couple projects. So I'm going to go ahead and die cut my title pieces. I'm going to die cut the title and then the mat for this beautiful. For the second part of my title, I'm going to use these Honeybee Stamps alphabet dies, and I am going to go ahead and make my own thickers using a white cardstock, and then the top will be that purple paper. I'm just going to die cut the word blooms and then create my own thickers. Once I have all of these things cut, I can go ahead and start gluing everything together to create my title. Once all the die cutting and gluing is done, very easy to just go ahead and attach my title using some tape runner. I love mixing the fonts here. I think it turned out really pretty. And then I'm just gonna add a little pop of color. I have two of these kind of offcuts from the circles that I die cut for the other side of the page. I'm just gonna reinforce that kind of circle theme, pop them onto this smaller page, and that's it. So keeping it simple because we have all this gorgeous color, and I really just wanted to focus on my photos and then that gorgeous, gorgeous purple color. And here we go. Here are all of these beautiful close-ups and all of the beautiful flowers. I just love this collection from Anachorite. I love these saturated fun colors. You only need a little bit to create a big pop on a page. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.